So, calculus, a little peek into calculus. So, for me, it was really hard to initially teach concavity because concavity you typically learn not in pre-cal but in calculus. And when you learn it in calculus, you learn it in terms of derivatives. Okay, and I had to get that out of my head because we don't learn derivatives here. And so, this is your peek into what concavity is. And so, just kind of understanding it from a non-calculus perspective, and then in calculus, you'll be like, oh, so I could have just calculated it like this. And you'd be like, why didn't you show me? Because I wasn't supposed to. Okay. So don't come for me after you learn how to do it by hand. Okay. With the actual calculations. Just know my job is to make sure you can describe it. Got it? All right. In calculus, their job is to teach you how to calculate it. Got it? All right. Here we go. So we learned already that a function f is concaved up. That's what we're going to write in the blank. Is concave up on an open interval if the graph looks like essentially a U, right? Or part of a smile. Not even the full U, but at least part of a smile, okay? Shade the graph in green where it would be concaved up for us. So if you have another color or a marker, or just sketch it out, or just write the word green. All right, so looking here, where would we be concaved up? So I'm gonna do highlighter. Is my highlighter green? So this, oh, that did not, I'm trying really hard to stay on the graph. This is our green piece. So notice that I did not take it all the way to the next part, right? Okay. Do you notice? All right. Okay. A function f is concave down on an open interval of the graph that looks like an upside down U or part of a frown. So where am I frowning? There we go. And I'm going like this. Okay. The point where these two meet is called your point of inflection. Where these two interact, that is going to be called your point of inflection. You may see me just write POI from here on out. Okay. What is your point of inflection? It typically is the average between a max and a min. Inflection? Yep. inflection. I promise you guys, when technology finally installs my program, my writing will be so much better. But it's low priority to install my program. That's what I've been told. So, average between a min and a max. Max values. So it's the average between your X's and the average between your Y's. If this is about your grades or class or work, I don't do this in middle teaching. At the end of third period. Yeah. Okay, so don't ask me about grades. But yes, end of third period. So that's when you'll come and get them for the. Did you write your teacher's name on the Google Classroom? So open your Google Classroom for Student Council if you haven't, and then respond there. All right, so let's find the average. Okay, in order to find the average, you just look at the X's and Y's. So looking at the average of our X's. Oh my gosh. You see that, right? Like y'all see that it's, you know what? Forget you. That's crazy. So our first X is at -2. Our second X is at 3. The average of that is 1/2. Agree? Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing for our Y's. Our first Y is at -6. Our second Y is at 4. The average between those is -1. So our POI is at 1/2 -1. Now, wouldn't that have been great to know for your quiz? funny. Your teacher's a hoot. Average. How do you find the average between two numbers? Okay. Ta-da! Point of inflection! Yay! We know how to do it. I hope we know how to add two numbers and divide them in half. I really do. If not, that's a little concerning. Nice try. Okay. All right. So putting our skills together here really quick, I would like for you to go through and you're going to identify where you're concaved up, concave down, and the points of inflection. Okay. So where am I concaved up, concave down? Yeah, concavity, point of inflection, and identify your turning points. A little bit of vocabulary I want you to point out on the graph. Concavity, POI, and turning points. Do we want to come up with our approximate values together? So we all have the same ones? Y'all want to do that? Okay, I was like, wait. So let's call this guy point A, and we're going to say it's like at -2.2, comma, -6. Is that a fair estimate? Yeah, we agree? All right, let's go to the next one. This guy we're going to call B, and we'll let B be at 1.3, comma, 1.1. Yeah, we're going to do that. And then C, I'm just going to leave C at 3, 0. Yes. All right, so you're going to identify where it's concaved up, concave down. And you're going to tell me the number of TPs, which are your what? Turning points. And identify my POI, which stand for what? Point of inflection. Got it? All right, 2 minutes on the clock. Go. If you need me, let me know. Okay. Did I ever put highlights? Thought I did. I thought I did. Pens, pencils, highlighters. Oh, this. My pens were? Do I need more highlighters in there? They gave us these bins, and I was like, I guess I'll use that old mark one. Y'all are ground zero. What is ground zero? I got this still small on the highlighters. Oh, cover the answer. Okay, Lydia. I'm not sure about it. Oh, I didn't. No, we have scissors. Like I just had to take them away because they were. I was like, there were 3 random scissors sitting over by the basket. Those are ours. Oh, I had to take them away because they were threatening each other. Oh, don't do that. So that's why they're all right, here we go. Oh, guys, I didn't know something. I forgot to stop recording. Now you're hearing. Now it's going to talk about stabbing people. Sorry, no one was injured in this class during this recording. Okay, just letting y'all know. So we are concave up. Okay, so we're gonna look for where we're concave up. Man, pretend that I'm going over this. Just pretend that I touched it. Yep, you see it. Thanks. All right. How did I do on concave up? All right. Now we're going to identify where we concave down. And we had this little situationship here in the middle. Yes. All right. On to the next is our TP. How many turning points do I have? We had 3 TPs. Good job. All right. Did we find our POIs? And how many do I have? I should have 2. This time we have 2 POIs. And the reason why is because we have more turning points. Does that make sense? Okay. So do you see that if you have the more turning points you have, the more POIs you're going to have. Okay. On our last problem, we had 2 turning points and only have 1 POI. This time we had 3 turning points and now we have 2 POIs. And to find them, what do? We take the values here and here, find their average. Second one, and find their average. Cool. So on the first one, I'm just going to do it all at once. Our first POI is from negative 2.2 plus 1.3 divided by 2, comma, negative 6 plus 1.1 divided by 2. So our first POI was at there we go. Negative, say it again. 0.45. There we go. Negative 2.45. That's our first one. Our second one is going to come from us finding from this maximum to this minimum, correct? So we have 1.3 plus 3 divided by... It's like broken in that corner. Like, it's like really terrible. And I'm glad that there's evidence that it's, oh my God, it's not me. It is not me. Can I write here? Can we start here? Can we be friends? See, I feel like technology needs to understand that this is high priority. Do you guys not feel like this is a high priority issue? It is. All right, where's our second POI? 2.15 and then 0.55. Okay. So how do we feel about finding things? Awesome sauce? Fine. Doable? We don't have a quiz, but we do have a... No.
A unit test.
It's been up there since yesterday.
Everyone else is surprised. Are you surprised that we're surprised?
I ordered the tape to make my calendar from Amazon, but I keep forgetting to check my box at home. And so my tape to make my calendar so I can make your little 6-week overview is in my mailbox. I'm going to get it out. I know, but I do like having the calendar because it gives you like an overview of where everything will be. And I think it helps us all. All right, cool. Okay, so now let's talk about putting all our knowledge that we have about functions together, okay? Because we're big brains and we can do that. All right, the table and the graph are the same representation of the same function, right? So we have g of x in table form. Is it really? Okay, that's fine. This was supposed to be free to practice. I know, it's not Missouri. This is you guys practicing, okay? So this is putting it all together. Hold on, I can do this because we're not going to pick this back up. I will finish it. We're not picking this back up. This was for you guys to practice in your groups for the rest of the period. So putting it all together is you now taking all of your knowledge about functions. You should be able to state the domain. You should be able to state the range, okay? You should be able to tell me the type of function, the degree that I have, okay? You should be able to say what your zeros. The only thing that I wanted to talk about was the multiplicities, which we'll have to talk about on Tuesday. But that's the only piece that I couldn't tell you about. But everything else you should be able to do and practice, and I will post the completed notes. On Tuesday, it's a whole review day, like us doing different things to review for the test on Thursday. Does that make sense? Okay. Your homework, though, do not forget. Do not forget your homework, okay? Not due till Tuesday. Your AP classroom. Then your due now on Tuesday will be doing the Desmos activity we haven't done already, okay? So we're gonna do the Desmos, the review, and get ready for the test on Thursday so that we can kill it. All right? Yes.
So I don't remember what time it was, but I